I personally would love to play more board games, however it can be really hard to find a time to gather a group of people to play. So when I saw that they were releasing a cute and cozy game based off a popular board game, I couldn't wait to try it out. This game is none other than Quilts and Cats of Calico. A review copy of the game was kindly provided. Quilts and Cats of Calico is available right now on Steam and should be arriving some point this year on Nintendo Switch. Quilts and Cats of Calico is based off a board game of the same name. The main objective is to match colours and patterns to create a quilt. As you match pieces on the quilt, you can earn buttons which add points to your score. Once the quilt is full, whoever has the highest score wins. The fun comes with the stitching objectives or the objectives that cats desire before they come onto the quilt. Stitching objectives are either already on the quilt or at times you can choose which ones you want to place in the spots for them. The cat's objectives are listed on the left side of the quilt throughout each match. On the right side of the quilt, you will have quilt tile pieces which you can choose from to move to your hand. There are always 3 to choose from and you can only replace one in your hand after you have had your turn. You need to be careful though, as on occasion a cat will swipe away a tile from the 3 on the side, so make sure you always prioritise which one you want the most. Once you understand the rules, the game really shines. It just did feel like it was a little bit of a learning curve for a completely new player. At first for me it felt a little overwhelming because there was just so much going on. Quilts and Cats of Calico has 3 modes. Solo, which enables you to play against AI, online, where you can match with real players, either friends or in ranked matches against other online players. Finally, the game has a story mode, where you play as a quilter who is sewing their way through a city of cats. In the story mode, you win by achieving certain goals with only a limited supply of quilt pieces. For new players, this is a great way to start, as the challenges for each quilt to complete in the story gets progressively more difficult. For example, the first quilt in story mode asks for 3 rainbow buttons, which is created by placing 3 of the same coloured tiles next to each other. One thing that could have been better is the victory conditions having a summary of how to actually achieve them. At first I failed because I thought to get a rainbow button you would need to place different coloured tiles next to each other like an actual rainbow. So a sort of hint feature would have been great. As you play, the cats can be active on the quilts. This adds a layer to the cuteness of the game. You can interact with all the cats, from patting them to shooing them away if they are occupying a space you need to get to. Overall, the game itself is really fun, and I've been enjoying creating the quilts within each match. Outside of the gameplay itself, you can also customize your own cat, which can then appear on your board in any game. I love the graphics of this game, especially in the story mode. Illustrated with beautiful animations and a cast of whimsical characters, all inspired by the works of Studio Ghibli. The quilt and tiles themselves are simple yet look great. It is satisfying filling the beige spaces with colourful tiles whilst you make these patchwork quilts. The cats themselves are also surprisingly varied, with an in-depth customization feature allowing for hats and multiple colour options. The backing music in Quilts and Cats of Calico is calming and peaceful. It matches the more relaxed feel of the game. It is both inoffensive and whimsical, again taking inspiration from Studio Ghibli. Quilts and Cats of Calico is a loving digital implementation of a classic board game. I feel it's also going to introduce a completely new audience to this game, as you can play alone, against other players online, with your own friends online, or just against AI. If you like board games, cats, puzzles, or maybe all 3, then I'm sure you will enjoy this game. It is so wholesome and crafted with a lot of care that I can definitely recommend this one. Thank you so much for watching this review. If you did make it all the way to the end, don't forget to give it a like, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!